Hello guys, and welcome to episode 13 in my MLB 19 The Show San Diego Padres franchise. In the last episode we had the end of regular season recap, and in this episode, it's time, boys. It's time. We have made the postseason and will be taking on the San Francisco Giants in the National League Division Series. Now, how I'm going to do these is I'm going to play the 3 games, and then I'm going to give you the highlights of the series without a cut in between them. So I'll see you on the intro to Game 1. And here it is, the pitching matchup for Game 1 of the National League Division Series. Chris Paddock versus Derek Rodriguez. And here are the lineups. Giants somehow won the wild card game, taking out the heavily favored Dodgers. And it seems like they were ready for baseball in San Diego. Matt Vasgersian, take it away.
MLB Network is your exclusive home for postseason baseball. It's Game 1 of the National League Division Series between the San Francisco Giants and the San Diego Padres. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian welcoming you to our exclusive postseason coverage on MLB Network. With me is Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. And Dan, we'll start with you. This series has the feel of one that's about to get very interesting.
I don't know. I think it's just going to be a sweep.
It's clear both of them have several guys that can hurt you.
Ken Giles registered for ERA title?
Guys that you have to look out for as a pitcher. So the team that gets the timely hitting and quality at bats is probably going to prevail.
The postseason is officially in full swing. Lineups and first pitch coming up.
Definitely
next.
wasn't jamming out. Oh shit. Game 1, first playoff game in this series. It'll be Chris Paddock on the mound for us. National anthem's ending, and it's when we're almost ready for playoff baseball.
Drawing closer to the start of Game 1, let's join public address announcer Alex Miniak.
And now, your 2020 San Diego Padres.
Briefly now, we'll look at the 2 starters who get the ball here in Game 1.
Clearly, Paddock has the edge in this game, but I wouldn't put Derek Rodriguez on the Giants lightly. They've taken out a juggernaut already.
Well, Matt, this goes for both lineups. They know they're dealing with a tough test in a pitcher's park, but they can't let that bother them too bad, or they'll walk out of here a 3-4 game set, 0 for 12, 0 for 15.
And Chris Paddock is the starter for the Padres. Clearly, this was his breakout season. 2.88 ERA, 17-8, a full 33 starts, 200 innings, 205 strikeouts, and a 1.05 whip.
In the low threes, and that's not an easy thing to do in the day and age of
second season.
Swinging for the fences.
And
solid pitcher, does a lot of things well, and it'll be fun
we
to watch
are
him
ready
work
for
in this one
baseball
here today.
as we show you the defensive alignment.
And let's focus
Hedges
on
behind the
Manny
plate.
Machado, 2015 Gold Glove
Machado
winner.
at third.
Get the mantle space
Outfield,
ready. He's going to add more to
Pham,
that. On the defensive
Aoki,
side, he's a highlight reel in the hot corner.
I can't remember his name. Margot, and the infield, So, Dell steps into the box. Paddock into the windup, and the first pitch. Swung on line foul, and we're underway here in Game 1. Padres in their blue and white home uniforms, Giants in the All Blacks. The 0-1.
Wind up and the 0-1. Right over the top with that
0-2.
curveball, and it's 0-2.
Offered at that breaking ball below the zone, and that's a tough one to spin
And
on.
Adele hits a fly ball the other way. He pulls a fly ball, Fam's under it, 1 down, and we're underway in game 1.
Next to bat for the Giants, Mike Yastrzemski, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. There's a fastball right down Broadway, taken for a strike. Beautiful October night here in Southern California. 70 degrees the game time temperature. 1 out, nobody on. And he goes up the ladder on him, but he lays off 1-2.
There's your textbook waste pitch right there. Try and get the eye level up. Let's see if he comes back with another one.
Meanwhile now, this is a fair ball down the line in left, and that ought to be good for extra bases.
Wait, didn't I strike out 20 Dodgers the last time I pitched with this guy?
And he just blasts this thing down the left field line. I thought it might bend foul, but it lands just inside the chalk, and he's able to leg it out for a double. Good-looking swing.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner, and that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. In the dirt here. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch.
That can be a tough read as a runner on second to see if the ball has gotten away enough to move to third. You have to be sure you can make it. He
we're in
was
trouble.
there, and now he's only 90 feet away.
And a fastball, but he's losing it a bit here to 3-1 now. And
Oh,
he turns
God,
this
they're
one
already gonna get a
high
guy
and deep
in.
to center field. It'll die on the warning track as the catch is made, and here comes the runner from third. The run
Come on,
comes
Paddock,
across
we
the
needed to be a
score,
bit
and
more
they
shut
come
down
back
than
at
that.
1-0.
Got his job done there and made it look pretty simple. Got it into the outfield.
Gonna jump to the bottom of the first.
First, you've got to find a way to at least catch him.
Come on,
If
Tatis.
this guy escapes this mess, his confidence is just going to grow as the game goes on.
Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is.
Ball
And they'll
one.
start him with a fastball that's low for ball 1. Bases are loaded here, 2 down.
No, that was the
I know he got
fucking
a swinging
switch.
miss right there, but that was a hittable location to a really good hitter. I don't know if he gets those back.
That
if he
was the
continues to miss in those
pitch.
spots.
Now the 1-1. Checks his swing, but this will be strike 2 call.
Oh, shit.
Here's the 1-2. And he gets
Oh,
him to pop
come
it up
on.
the right side of the infield. But is there as he makes the catch.
I strand the bases low. Gonna jump to the top of the third. Damn it, I just wanted to foul something off. I did not want him to put that ball in play.
As we are all set to begin the third inning in this one. No balls and a strike to count. Not fooled there. As this
That ball is
right
gone.
field. Onto the party porch and gone.
Ugh. That's a poor start to this
A
game.
solo shot here to straightaway right field. His first homer so far in the series.
And we
as the
trail
Giants have
2-0.
taken a 2-0
Gonna jump to the bottom of the fourth. Ball season.
scoring position now with 2 away.
Now batting, catcher,
Now at the plate, Austin Hedges. 2 men on, 2 away.
Hedges,
here in
can
the
you
fourth.
be a hero? Probably not.
The 0-1 on its way. Good changeup, and it's 0-2.
He's
That was a
attacking this
good
hitter
pitch.
a lot more aggressively than he did the first time when he faced him and issued a walk. Coming right after him here.
And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball. And it looks now like a right-hander's getting hot in the Giants' bullpen.
Their bullpen is not particularly strong, but
The 1-2.
I'm not concerned about that.
Doesn't get the
3-2.
count full now.
Going to be running again.
Good at bat right here, from down in the count 0-2 to work the count back to 3-2, and he's seen a lot of pitches too.
Now the 3-2 pitch is a
And a strikeout. Going to jump to the bottom of the 7th.
Now batting.
So coming to
And Will Smith is looming in that
sat down
bullpen.
on strikes in his last at bat.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position.
And Hedges deep fly ball at the wall. It's gone, and it's a 1-run game. Austin Hedges closes the gap, but it might be a little bit too little, a little bit too late. But the Padres are finally on the board here in the bottom of the 7th.
Yeah, you could see he just made a mistake. He was cruising in the 7th, getting the first 2 outs, but then he offered up one.
That was a towering fly ball by Hedges.
This one got up and out of here, ruining what looked like a good appearance out of the bullpen.
Gonna jump to the bottom of the 8th.
Reyes Maranta is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Okay.
Here's Manny Machado now.
Let's try and do something.
Game, I think it's clear that the plan of attack against the top of the order has worked.
Machado with a drive deep at the wall. Tie game. And Manny Machado, just like that, has tied this game at 2 here in the 8th inning.
A solo shot here to left, and we are tied again.
And the Padres, for the first time since the top of the 1st inning, have tied this game.
Well, people always wonder why some
369 feet, very nice.
There's your answer. The great ones find a
And the
way
man
to
who
find
could
the
be
edge in the
MVP
postseason, and he did right there.
has tied this ball game in the 8th.
Now batting. First baseman. Miguel.
Stepping in now, Miguel Andujar.
And Andujar steps to the plate. Ball 1.
He's 0 for 2 in the ball game so far. Runs outside,
0-2.
so it goes to
2-0, I meant.
Maranta has a good reputation for preventing the long ball. One swing can change the complexion of the ball game and come in late, but he rarely lets that happen. Part of what makes him as effective as he is. Bases are empty here, nobody out. And a liner foul.
And he swings and hits that ball foul. That was probably a pitch that could have got that we could have just we may have just seen another home run. He was a bit earlier.
Sent foul again, and after being way ahead, now it's even at 2-2.
That was back to 2-2.
The 2-2 is looked at.
Inside 3-2.
That's the kind of pitch that reminds me of many reasons why I wasn't a very good hitter. This thing was inside and coming in hot, and he just gave a stone-cold take.
3-2 for Maranta.
I'm in the box, no doubt about it.
And he swings and fouls it away. It'll be another 3-2 for Maranta. Called strike 3.
That had 2-seam action on it, one gone.
Here's Tommy Pham.
Cleanup spot for the Padres. Tommy Pham, he got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets the 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play.
They've done a real nice job keeping this guy in the wraps in this one. No hits for him so far, and what stands out to me is they're going right after him. They're not pitching him like they're afraid he's going to do any damage.
Swing.
And he swings and misses down 0-2.
He's staring a hat trick in the face right now after that swing. He has just got to find a way to zone up a little bit more. You cannot expect to make solid contact chasing stuff outside the zone.
Not a bad pitch.
Out of the 4 runs combined scored in this game, 3 of them have been on solo home runs. and the other on a sac fly. Not a lot of damage has been done. And Pham pops it up behind the plate. Posey 2 down.
To make the play for out number 2.
And the last chance here to get on the board in the 8th is Margot.
3 at-bats to this point. First delivery to him on the way.
Maranta deals, and Margot with a high fly ball down the line. Into the corner, it's gone!
And it's gone.
Manuel Margot with a go-ahead solo home run here in the bottom of the 8th. And the Padres lead 3-2. Oh my goodness. A 2-out solo home run for Manuel Margot. And they go from trailing by 1 to up by 1 here in the 8th inning. As Reyes Maranta just imploded.
Taking control of the game. Second dinger of the inning. They've got the lead, and now everyone wants to get a bat and take some cuts.
Oh my goodness. And they have to bring in Watson to try and stop the bleeding. Tatis will come to the plate.
Into the box now, Fernando Tatis Jr.
He swings at the first pitch and fouls it away.
Foul territory. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far.
Wait a minute, they brought in a lefty to face my massively right-handed lineup. A lefty specialist. I think they might be high.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Manny, I don't know what your thoughts
game.
are, Hero, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitcher...
Got him.
And that'll do it. The inning is over.
2 home runs and change the complexion of this ball game, and all of a sudden the Padres are looking like this game is theirs. To the top of the 9th, 3-2 Padres. And in comes Kirby Yates. 50 saves in 53 opportunities this year.
Hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th.
2-2, 665 total appearances. He's not blown in a save since late August. Wait, actually, no, late July.
Behind 0-2 now.
Yeah, I think that was the last time I saw him blow a save. 2-2 struck him out.
This one swung on and missed for the first out here in the 9th.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a
Strike
million
one.
times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
1-1. There's a swing and a high deep drive.
Dickerson hits a fly ball, but that one will tell foul, and he strikes out.
And he strikes him out as well. So make it
Back-to-back strikeouts for Yates, and the Giants are down to their final out.
First pitch of the at-bat.
Strike one.
Strike 0-1. His prior history versus this arm, he's hitless in 3 at-bats.
Posey never a hit against Kirby Yates. But that ends now as he rips a base hit through the hole.
What an unbelievable at-bat right there in the 9th inning. Game on the line.
And the Giants will stay alive for one more batter. The pinch runner Austin Slater in.
To be a hero.
In now, Brandon Crawford,
Ball one.
as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1.
Strike
And
one.
that's in there for his strike 1-1. Slater is off of first with 2 away. Lifted the
And that
other
ball's
way out to
driven
left
the other
center.
way. Under it is Pham, and he makes the play, and the Padres have taken game 1.
They claim game 1 here at home. This ball game
A
is over.
3-2 Padres victory. And this series is 1-0 San Diego. As they have stolen home field advantage, as they keep home field advantage. And
on MLB Network.
Well,
See you
that'll
next
set the
time.
tone for this series. 1-0. Padres' first postseason victory since the 2006 NLDS. And I will see you in Game 2. Matchup for Game 2. The lineup for me is the same. I think they changed up their lineup a bit, but yeah. Yeah, Smoke's in the game, Belt's on the bench. Matt Vasgersian, take it away.
MLB Network
Training.
is your exclusive home for postseason baseball. It's Game 2 of the NLDS between the San Francisco Giants and the San Diego Padres. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian welcoming you to our exclusive postseason coverage on MLB Network. I'm joined by Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, and Danny, an important ball game coming up here in Game 2.
Yeah, this is just a 5-game series, so getting that first win under you is great. The most important game of a series, though, is the next one you're about to play. So treating this game like it's absolutely critical is a good way not to get too comfortable with your lead.
The postseason is officially in full swing. Lineups in first
here we go.
pitch. Coming up next.
Took a Game 1 victory in an amazing 8th inning rally, and now we have to take Game 2.
Let's listen in to public address announcer Alex Miniak.
And now, your 2020 San Diego Padres.
And here's how the visiting San Francisco Giants line up in this one. What do we need to know about these guys for this evening?
Slightly different lineup, as Gore is
Well, Matt,
left-handed.
we know this is a pitcher's park. The numbers bear it out. Look for the
Smoke
managers to play a
is
part
having
in
his
this
first
one.
start of the series.
Hopefully the guys listened in the hitters meeting.
Dickerson was the
They're gonna
only
stay up
Giant
the
to
middle,
not
big
get a
part
hit
of
the
yard.
last game.
But when they get on, look for some wheels in motion, some execution.
Actually,
trying to
Adele didn't get a hit
manufacture
either,
some
so.
runs. I think that's how this lineup will play it out.
Gore is on the mound for Game 2. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Well, he's what you call a solid starter, Matt. Most of the time, he's going to keep you in games and eat up innings. Sometimes he's more dominant than that, and occasionally he'll get hit
Gore
around
pitched to a
little bit, but if he attacks
2.91
hitters and
ERA,
throws quality
so he
strikes
had
in
a
this one,
really good
he's gonna do
rookie
just fine.
year.
All right, guys, let's take a look
Will
at how
most
the
likely
Pods
win
line
the
up on
win the Rookie of the
And
Year.
let's focus on Manny Machado, 2015 Gold Glove winner.
Defensive
Get the
alignment.
mental space ready. He's going to add more to that. On the defensive side, he's a highlight reel at the hot corner.
Looking like he could add an MVP to that at this season.
And we are set
Anyways,
for
Gore
baseball
steps
here
into
this
the
evening.
box. And Adele steps in the box. Gore getting to the windup and
Underway
takes ball 1, and we're
downtown
underway.
tonight as the first pitch is taken for ball 1.
He has struggled with control at times this year, so this isn't a particularly new problem.
7:05.
A ball and a strike to the Giants' leadoff man.
That's a real good job of going back-to-back fastballs right there. Most of the time, a hitter will see a fastball in the inside half of the plate, and they'll just think, well, this pitcher's going to go back on the outside. But when you double up like he did right there, it sends
What
a
other
message to the
off-speed
hitter
pitcher?
that
What
you're not
off-speed
afraid
pitcher
to
might
throw that
look
inner
at?
half of the plate.
Called strike 2, and now it's full 3-2.
Off-speed pitcher might get control of.
And he lays
Nope,
off
nothing.
ball 4. That's exactly what you want your leadoff man to do. Work the count and get on base. First delivery to him on the way. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. Gore has made a name for himself as a starter that simply misses the barrel of the bat. He rarely allows a large number of hits, and he does a pretty good job at keeping the ball in the ballpark when the hitters do make contact. Takes this
Lined
the other way
at
around.
Margot. He's gonna throw it over the first.
Pull this one down for the first out.
Well, we've mentioned the conditions aren't ideal
Going
with
out.
the rain coming down, and that can make every play a little bit of an adventure. You really have to concentrate.
Hit on the ground,
He did there
scope
pull it
to
down.
tease. Over and Duhar inning over.
As they get the double play to get him out of the inning. So they're held in check here this half of the inning.
1, 2, 3 in the first.
Padres coming up next. You're watching MLB Network.
And the Padres come to bat here in the bottom of the first. I'm going to jump to the bottom of the fifth. And enjoy from making this a one-run game. From making this a three-run game.
His 2 at-bats so far. Lays off 1-0. No runs, 2 hits, no errors in the ballgame for the Padres. Runners off for second.
And Duhar in the gap. That ball is gonna be off the wall. 1 run scores, 2 runs will score, and it's a 2-0 Padres lead here in the 5th inning.
That makes it a 2-0.
Miguel and Duhar with a 2-out, 2-run double. And the Padres are on the board first here in game 2.
With a 2-run double as well.
Yeah, he's not happy either way, but I'm sure the man on the mound is more than a bit relieved that that hit didn't turn into something worse.
We're gonna jump to the bottom of the 9th. I'm not even allowed to challenge that one. Okay, well, we're gonna go for the complete game with Gore, but
in danger of going down 2 games to none if they can't rally. 0-1 the count. And that misses downstairs for a ball. 1-1. This is line to left.
under its fam, 1 down.
Is there, 1 away.
The batter, number
Here's Joe Adele.
First pitch, here it comes. A little
Strike 1.
tardy there, no balls and a strike. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Fastball that time is nowhere close, and it's even at 1-1.
Yates is hot in the bullpen, but 2 are down.
And this will be taken in by the third baseman for the second out.
up next to the Giants.
And they're 1 out away. Gore is 1 out away from the shutout, and it's Austin Slater.
2 away in the 9th as they look to avoid the shutout.
Yeah, Matt, they just haven't had any answer for the great pitching so far in this one.
1 ball, no
Gore
strikes
down
to
0-1.
count. Grounder down the line at third. But
That was
a
his 100th
foul
pitch of the game
ball,
here in the
1-1.
9th inning.
Fouled off
Slater's
again,
ripped
and
it
now he's
foul
in a
down
1-2
down
ball.
1-2.
The big crowd here downtown.
1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs, bottom 9.
45 on their feet, and
Hit
San
up the
Diego
middle, base hit.
liner towards second. And
Giants
that is
stay
in there
alive.
for a 2-out base knock.
And if you're the manager, you've got to love that about your team. They were down to their last strike, but they refused to go down without a fight, so they lived to fight some more.
In
Strike
now,
1.
Scooter Jeanette. No balls and a strike to count. And this will be
Strike
a called
2.
Strike 2. In trouble now as they're down.
Giants
to
are
their final
once again
strike
down to their
tonight.
final strike. Hit on the ground to Scope, and Mackenzie Gore has thrown a complete game shutout here in game 2. And the Padres take a 2-0 series lead going to San Diego. As they hold serve and maintain home field advantage.
In this day and age of Major League Baseball.
A complete game 4 hit shutout for Mackenzie Gore.
Man, from the first inning through the 9th, totally dominant in this one.
The Giants just had nothing for him in this game, and a 2-run RBI double by Andujar is the difference.
Time for one final
As they
check.
just
Lights,
completely
storage,
dominated the
players
Giants here
there in
today in
this
San
shutout
Francisco.
victory.
San Diego. Cueto pitched 5 innings. He gave up 2 earned, but that's all the Padres needed.
Well, heroes
And here's your player of the game, Mackenzie Gore. 4 strikeouts, 1 walk, 4 hits, 5 base runners through 9 innings. A dominant pitching performance.
Big difference for your team. It's something that won't be forgotten.
Absolute dominance from the rookie lefty. Not a lot of strikeouts, but he just dominated this Giants lineup. He looked gassed in the ninth, but he managed to work through it and finish this game off.
This evening's game finishes 2-0 the final score. San Diego earn the win and move on to 2-0 in the division series.
2-0 lead.
Credited with the win. So that's a wrap for us here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac and Heidi Watney on the field.
What
this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB
what a series
Network.
so
Have a
far.
good night, everybody.
The dramatics of Game 1 and an amazing pitching performance in Game 2. What could even be
The
next?
final line score for our ball game.
For me, I still have to play that, but for you guys, you're gonna see that right now. So, see you in the next game. Well, I'll meet you at Oracle Park. Alright, so here's the pitching matchup in Game 3. Left-handed pitcher Joey Lucchesi versus right-handed pitcher Sean Anderson. And here are the lineups. For the second game in a row, the Giants are rolling out their left-handed lineup, and for the third game in a row, we're rolling out our right-handed lineup. Which there really isn't a difference between the two lineups for us, but who cares?
MLB Network is your exclusive home for postseason baseball. It's Game 3 of the National League Division Series between the San Diego Padres and the San Francisco Giants. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian welcoming you to our exclusive postseason coverage on MLB Network.
This doesn't make any sense. Why are we having day games in the NLDS?
Get ready for Game 3.
And you got to figure here in a 5-game series, the odds are long for coming back when you're down 2-0. But hey, it's not impossible. It's been done before, but you can bet the other guys are hungry to end this thing right here and now to give themselves a couple of days off before the next series. This should be
We're going for the sweep here in San Francisco.
First pitch are next.
Trying to go on the road and finish these guys off. And why can't we? We've already won the first two. Game 1 in spectacular fashion. Game 2, an amazing performance by Mackenzie Gore. Now we need Joey Lucchesi to come through here in Game 3. MLB postseason on MLB Network.
This place is jumping. Here's public address announcer Alex Miniak.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Oracle Park.
your San Francisco Giants.
Quickly now, we'll look at the two guys who'll get the
Here's the
ball here
pitching
in
matchup.
Game
Sean
3.
Anderson wasn't very good this season. Joey Lucchesi had a breakout year. And here's the Padres lineup. 1 through 9. Aoki, Machado, Andujar, Pham, Margot, Tatis, Scope, Hedges, and the pitcher Lucchesi.
As a right-handed hitter,
They had 222 homers this season, second in the National League.
It's not happening. You have to keep
Here's Sean Anderson, 19 starts, 8-7, ERA of over 4.5. He really did not pitch well this season, but as nobody really pitched particularly well in the Giants' rotation, he's gonna get the ball in Game 3, facing elimination.
Okay, here's how San Francisco lines up.
You got to imagine that the entire Padres bullpen and a few of their starters are available in case this thing gets, in case they get a lead late in the game.
Stepping into the box, Kenji Aoki. He will lead this.
The only person on that staff I can't imagine is available is Gore after pitching a shutout 2 days ago. First pitch, strike 1, and we're underway. Starting time 1:05.
First pitch, 105.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. yanked
1-2.
the slider
Okay.
across that time, laid off for a ball.
I need to hit better because in this series I really have not hit well.
But we're at 76 here at opening pitch. Inside and a hair.
I've only managed 5 runs in 2 games, but they've managed 2 runs in 2 games, so we somehow lead this series.
Is looked at and the count
3-2.
No pitcher likes to take the count to 3-2, especially when you throw a non-competitive pitch like that on 2-2. That one was
Lined up the middle, base hit.
Gets down and he's got himself a base hit. With that, the inning opens with the Padres getting their leadoff man on base.
And something that the Padres have struggled with, that both teams have struggled with in this series, getting their leadoff hitters on base. The Padres get it done.
13 miles an hour. Couldn't have hit that one much better than that.
And here's a man with a lot of, who looks like he will win the MVP, Manny Machado.
Here's a look
2 for 8 in the
and he's
series
back standing.
with 1 homer.
Here's the first pitch to him. Swung on and missed for the first strike.
And he swings through the first pitch and fouls it away. And doesn't even foul it. Swings right through it. What the fuck am I doing?
Now a move over to first and a dive, but he's back. And again a throw and the runner back safely. The 0-1 missed low and
Ball
inside
down and
with
in.
1-1. The 1-1 pitch out.
Way
Nothing
outside.
doing.
2-1. You're really gonna pitch out against Machado to put him ahead in the count?
The 2-1. And
Ah.
he fouls this one off.
I chased that pitch. That was a bad fucking pitch.
Fastball
3-2.
and that's gonna get away.
Aoki's up
And
to
it's
second.
not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
Through the whole base hit. Rounding third, Aoki. He will score, and it's 1-0 Padres in the first.
They take the lead.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. Get that base hit.
The Padres, looking for the sweep, have already pushed across a run off Sean Anderson.
Boys right there and get fired up with the dugout.
This is something that they have struggled with in this series, getting runs early.
Center himself and come through in a
And
big
they've
spot.
already done it.
He's ready. Here's the first offering.
First pitch to Andujar. That looked down, but that's called a strike.
Hey, I know there's a lot of
Padres
game
manager
left, but
yelling
that
at
is
the
such
ump.
an important run there in the top of the first. Try and silence this crowd. I can't tell you, in postseason play, 1 run feels like 3 or 4.
Runner goes for second.
That ball is swung on and crushed down the line.
He's got himself a base hit. And this one will bounce into the wall.
And as Machado was kind of weird in that one, he's going to end up getting held to a single.
The first 3 batters of the ball game hit safely against
Now here's
him.
Pham.
He's going to need to turn things around in a hurry before things get out of hand. Good lead off at second there. Now the pitch.
Inside, ball 1 to Pham.
This is ball 1.
That's how quick an inning can potentially get away from you out there. You get the first 2 outs pretty quick. Next guy gets on, and now you're staring.
They still don't have an out. What are you talking about?
In scoring position.
2-0. 3-0.
3-0 now.
Well, he was definitely looking fastball here, and he got
And he's
one, but
and I
that
don't
was
think
good
he's getting the
discipline
green
to lay
light.
off and get himself into a 3-0 count.
3-1
to the Padres left fielder.
3-1 with 2 on, and this is where you got to be geared up for something to drive. I don't think you can just groove him one right here. You still have to
Blooped
try
over
to
the
make
head
it
of the first
competitive.
baseman. Machado's going to round third. He will score, and it's 2-0.
He is in there at the plate. It's now a 2-0 game.
Man, you might might see some scrambling between the manager and the pitching coach in this one. That's 4 consecutive knocks, code red.
Ready now,
Margot's up to the plate.
And the Padres trying to make this first inning even better here.
And he swings to the first pitch, strike one.
A swing and a miss.
From a hitter's perspective, you knocked a donut off your bat knowing 2 things. This pitcher is out on the mound looking
Ball,
for a strikeout.
that's called a strike. But Pham will swipe second. Now there's runners on second and third with no outs.
Here to start the inning. Runners on the corners, and they send the runner from first. Got in there safely, and now that takes the double play possibility away and gives them
Already
2 guys
22
scoring
pitches in
position.
this first inning for Anderson.
And he
2-2.
lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
Well, that's back-to-back off-speed pitches, and he wasn't biting upon either. Now let's see if he goes back to the hard stuff or gives the softer stuff.
He swings and fouls that pitch away.
Still 2-2.
It'll be another 2-2.
The 2-2 one more time.
And
Pitches popped
Margot
up.
pops it up.
Dozier on the move.
Dozier's under it and 1 down.
Gets there and makes the
Finally
play
an
for
out here in the
down.
first inning. And now Tatis will come to the
Runners are at
plate
second
trying
and
to get
third
those
here
2
with only
runners
1
in.
away. And that'll bring up Fernando Tatis Jr. First pitch coming, here it is.
Down and in, ball 1.
And there's a fastball well off the plate inside.
I think this inning could have far-reaching effects in this game. They're really making him work, and unless he dials
What?
it
I
in,
wanted to
it's
pull the
probably gonna
fucking
limit how
trigger.
deep he
Why
goes
didn't the
into
game
this
go?
The 1-1 home. Makes him swing and miss on a ball out of the zone for strike 2.
I'm going
I
to leave 2
understand
runners
wanting to be
stranded.
aggressive, but I also understand that you can occasionally be foolish. That's a foolish swing right there. This guy's been struggling.
Took something off there as this
2-2.
pitch is in the dirt, but handled quickly behind the plate. Swing
Got
and a
him.
miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone. Here's Jonathan Scope now.
And
The second baseman.
this is not looking
Looking
good.
to minimize the damage here. Ball 1 as he lays off below the zone. Scope makes a lot of great contact against left-handed pitching, perhaps one of the best in the game in that regard, but he does have his
Rips.
warts against right-handers at times. Just not as proficient.
Just beat it, and they managed to minimize the damage to just 2 in the first.
Runs on 4 base hits, no errors.
Gonna jump to the top of the third. Pitch was inside.
Manuel Margot, 0 for 1 for him here in this one. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
And he rips it, base hit.
A leap, but he can't bring
And the
it down.
Padres do
Base
come
hit.
up with
And the
something
runner
here in this
scores
third
from
inning.
As they extend their lead. It's a 3-0 game.
Boy, he had to be sitting on a fastball, D-Roll, right there, because he pulls this one and gets the barrel to it to drive that runner in from third.
Yeah, Dan, you can tell he was sitting all over it. You don't get to a fastball like that without...
Gonna jump to the bottom of the third.
Now batting.
What a rough
So
3
one down here
games
to
for
San
Adele.
Francisco third, and in to hit next it'll be Austin Slater.
Strike
At the
1 to
knees,
Slater.
strike 1.
Into
Line
center
towards
field, base hit.
And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
You think there's any justice in the game, watch those 2 at-bats. Both of them hit on the absolute screws. One's right at one guy, and then one's a single. Go figure.
Popped up,
No balls
foul.
and 1 strike. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
Strike 2.
Boy, that's just about in the catcher's glove there. It's 0-2.
0-2.
This is pulled into right.
Lined base hit.
In there, a base hit.
Slater will go first to third, and the Giants are in business here in the third inning.
Single.
Now batting.
Dan, count goes out the window with this batter right here. Doesn't matter if it's 0-2, 2-0, he's locked.
He has great bat-to-ball skills. There are some guys that just have a knack, D-Row, of being able to get the barrel of the ball, and this is one of those guys.
Ball 1.
Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes. 1 ball and 1
Strike
strike
1.
to the Giants' first baseman.
Strike 2.
Got a bit on that swing, and he's down 1 and 2.
Yeah, Matty, you see the same pitch 3 times in a row and you find yourself
The
down
1-2
1-2 in the count.
swung on
Your
foul.
head starts to get on a swivel here. Is he coming back with it 4 times, or do I have to sit on something else?
And he swings and hits a base hit, and it's a 2-run game. 3 straight singles.
That's 3 straight singles and a run driven in.
Yeah,
Death by paper cuts here in this 3rd inning.
softly, station to station with those knocks.
Buster Posey is at the plate here as he quickly finds himself down a strike. It's 0-1.
Pretty unusual that you see a 5-0 hitter take 2 strikes in a row. Typically, those are some of the most aggressive batters in the lineup.
2 balls and 2 strikes to the Giants catcher. Jeanette on second.
Up the middle, another hit. Aoki's gonna get in over and field it, and the bases are loaded here in the 3rd inning.
He moves up a base and they're loaded with 1 away.
Man, I thought this at-bat was over. Down 0-2. He's able to work himself
They've
back
all
into
been
it.
2 strike hits as well.
And he's able to find the knockout there.
2-0 now.
Down 0-2, foul. Nearly cleared him. 1-2. Hit on the ground, this should be 2, there's 1, and they turn the double play to get out of it.
And just like that, the side is retired. So 1 run on 4 hits.
4 hits, 1 run, but they managed to get out of it with a double play.
To the 4th inning now.
Gonna jump to the top of the 4th. Here comes up to pinch hit.
We'll grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
As it looks like the Padres are gonna work with their stacked bullpen. Ball
Trying
1.
to work that slider to the outer half, but it misses 1-0. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone.
The 1-0.
The 1-0 home is
2-0.
looked at for ball number 2.
Well, he's got a base open to use right here, and it looks like he might not be afraid to do that by the way he's pitching him.
And he swings and hits it into the gap. At the wall, it's gone. A pinch hit 2-run home run for Eric Hosmer. And it's 5-1 San Diego here in the 4th.
A 2-run home run off the bat of Eric Hosmer. His first homer so far in the series as they stretch the lead to 5-1.
And this is getting ugly quickly here in San Francisco.
Seems to jump off the bat a lot more during the day. This is the first one of the day, but we might see a few more before this one's over.
Gonna jump to the top of the 5th.
The final numbers for their starter. Clearly not the postseason outing he had envisioned.
First pitch to Pham.
You're trying to have a good pitching performance.
And Pham launches one deep. Looking up. Gone. Way gone. Pham finally gets into the hit column in this series as he launches a bomb out of here. And it's 6-1 San Diego.
First homer here in the series, and it's now a 6-1 ball game.
Well, there's an old saying that the harder you throw, the farther it goes. How about this? Good fastball, and this ball is
That one was demolished.
See you later.
I'm gonna jump to the bottom of the 5th.
Double play right here, but he continues to pound up in the zone.
So it was a swinging strike 3. Justin Smoke becomes the 2nd out in the bottom of the 5th. Buster Posey is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. 0-2, here it comes. Now a swing, and he just fouls this one away. The 0-2 once more. And he goes up the ladder on him, but he lays off 1-2.
Well, trying to throw a high fastball right by him there didn't work, but now we'll see if that sets up some different options. Wouldn't be surprised to see
Up the middle.
good slider down and away right here.
And that's through into center field, base hit.
Play at the plate.
They will not get him at the plate. He's in there to score, and it's a 6-2 game now.
Well, that ball was close, whizzed right by his head. I think he probably heard it go by, guys. That's pretty unsettling for a pitcher. Trust me, I know.
Fastball taken a little under the letters, called a strike.
Yeah, I'm shocked he let that first pitch go right there. High fastball, but usually those ones travel the furthest.
Can't quite get around in time to keep it fair, and it remains 0-2.
0-2.
Batter's going to have to find a way to regroup right there.
Oh, no.
That caught too much of the plate. He knew it. He missed it. He might not get another opportunity to put the ball in play.
He pulls into
That's going to be it. I'm not playing around with this shit anymore.
That will drive a pitching coach crazy. He has
Going to jump to the top of the 7th. Third out of him.
Samuel Conrad is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start
I'm going
inning
to go
number
into the
7.
10 and Phil Vasquez and Stroke to
Stepping
get
in,
up.
Miguel Andujar. He'll match up with a new pitcher to begin their half of the 7th. Up and away to start the inning. It's 1-0.
Kept throwing me trash.
Now a check swing, but it's strike 1 anyway, says the home plate umpire. Here's the 1-1 delivery. Too much bite on the breaking ball that time as it's well off the outside.
And Andujar into center field.
For a base hit. So the leadoff man is aboard to start out the inning.
Hey, some guys can handle the postseason lights, and this is obviously one of them. Another base hit leading off for the boys. This guy's had a monster postseason so far.
Yeah, it's actually hit pretty well. Pham is actually having a rare good game.
Into the
No,
box
he
now,
hit well.
Tommy
He hit
Pham.
well for us. It's just
In the dirt, and
I
now
hadn't
let's
hit
see.
well with him.
And a good idea to hang close at first as he'll make it back easily. Now
I
it's
did
2-0.
swear that shit up last time it was up.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
I'm just gonna put the controller down and I'm gonna go scroll through Reddit and let's see the baseball stuff on Reddit.
And he misses
it's
there for ball
46
4.
days
So
till
runners are
opening
at
day.
first and
Nice.
second now with nobody out.
huge innings have
Andy
begun with much
Pettis
less,
for
I can
opening
tell
day.
you that. First and second, no out, and the guy on the
I
bump
just showed
really
that I'm
needs
a
a
Yankee fan now,
strikeout
didn't
or a
I?
double play right here.
First pitch on its
Oh.
way. A
Ripped.
line
Oh,
shot
for
to third
fuck's sake.
base. Quick throw to the bag. Not in time to double off the runner. Stepping into the box, Fernando Tatis Jr. He singled his last time up. He's set and the pitch. Here's a breaking ball, but it
Outside
doesn't
ball.
quite find the strike zone. Andujar over at second. Pham at first, one gone. And that's high and away, and the count goes to 2-0.
Wow, not a great spot to be in right now. 2-0 to a great hitter like this. This is when you really have to pay attention.
Ripped
as a
through
pitcher.
the whole base
If you
hit.
have good off-speed
Rounding
stuff,
third and
this might be the
Andujar.
time
He
to start
will
mixing in your off-speed stuff.
score.
And this will come in far too late.
Pham
He's
moves
in
over
there
to
at
third, and it's 7-3 San
Hey, that's
Diego.
what you try and do as an offense. You get a 4-run lead or a grand
Here's
slam
Skull.
ahead, Dan, but you're a former closer. Warm it up. When you see a 3-run lead and then your offense gets it to 4, you know that save situation's gone out the window. Don't tell me that didn't hurt.
Oh, it does hurt. Oh, it does, because, Nero, the only way you're going to get into this game is it has to be a safe situation. You sit and watch 8 innings of baseball, you get up to warm up in the 9th, and you're all ready to go thinking, hey, I'm going to come in and get me a 3-out save, and all of a sudden you're out of the game because it's a 4-run lead. Of course you think about it as a reliever.
0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Chased out of
Yates
the
still
zone there,
getting
and
into
he's
this
down
game.
2
I don't
strikes.
fucking care.
This is where, as a batter, you got to find a way to put something in the outfield. Get something elevated. I know you got to battle with 2 strikes and protect, but if anything is belt or above, you got to swing.
The 1-2. Runners on the move for second.
Ripped
Ground
through
ball
the
to
whole
third,
base hit.
and he whips on it as this ball's right under his glove.
And they're
the
right
runner
back to the
scores from
corners.
third as they
And
extend
now it's
their lead.
8-3.
Well, that's a tough one right there if you're a pitcher, Hero. You think you make a decent pitch, ball hit to the hole right through there.
Gonna jump to the top of the 9th inning.
Out of trouble. Trouble that's created by the pitchers before you, or sometimes you even have some mess that you put on yourself. Hey, regardless if it's a mess that he's inherited or one that he's created for himself, this guy makes good pitches when the game's on the line.
Popped up, Paul.
Curveball, swing and a miss, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
Hey, from an offensive standpoint, you better get it ready. This guy is not throwing a ton of pitches. He's confident in his stuff. He is pounding the zone. He's got 2 quick outs. You better pull the
And Tatis with a fly ball way out of here. 9-4 on a solo shot by Fernando Tatis. And the Padres lead is back up to 5.
His first homer so far in the series.
As this game has gotten ugly.
That's one of those pitches you wish you could take back as soon as
A hanging curveball.
There are no delete or rewind buttons in baseball.
Gonna jump to the bottom of the 9th. Here's a
But I'll take you inside the mindset
What?
even if it was a blowout. I know the team's down to their final out, but you'll be hard-pressed to ever find an offensive player give away an AB. Nice infield
and he
single
pops
right there
it
to
off.
keep the line moving.
Hedges is under it. And the San Diego Padres have swept the Giants, and they are moving on to the NLCS for the first time since 1998. Their first postseason series victory in over 2 decades. What the fuck?
Well, my advice to them is to enjoy this moment, celebrate with teammates, and then realize that none of it will matter if they don't get back to work in the NLCS. They've wet their beaks with this postseason success. Now they want some more.
Every game has its
this is their
offensive
first
stars,
playoff
and in this one,
series
he
victory
arguably shined the
since
brightest. He's our top player of the
1998,
game.
having been
just
swept
a
in their
great
playoff
all-around
appearances in
performance from him in the
2005 and
plate. As the stats
2006 by the
indicate, he ended up
Cardinals.
with 4 hits, including a home run, so there is no doubt he was instrumental in leading these guys to the victory.
And Tatis definitely made an impact in this game as he gave up, as he hit multiple home runs in this series. Wait, what? I don't even think he hit multiple home runs in this series. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. He went 4 for 5, scored 2 runs, drove in 2, stole a base. Really good game for Tatis. He hit well in this series. Yeah. Winning pitchers Giles, losing pitchers Anderson. 9-6, 17 hits for us, 14 hits for them. Neither pitcher got through. It was a mess. And anyways, I'm gonna meet you guys back on the screen, and we're gonna sim up to see who our opponent's gonna be. Okay, so we're back, and we're just gonna sim forward to see who we're facing, and we will be facing the Philadelphia Phillies as they beat the Cubs in a best of 5, as they go all the way to 5. And we're gonna reset our rotation, and we will do this next episode. So it will be Paddock game 1, Gore game 2, Casey game 3, Moron game 4, and yeah. Hopefully he'll only need to start 1 game in this whole postseason. I do not like him. I do not like pitching with him. Anyways, thank you guys for watching this video, and I'll see you guys next time against the